You have one chance to make it onto the beach before the ship crashes into those rocks.
You devotees of Danai, continue to sing your gentle praises.
Neptune, save us!
You are wasting your breath. The gods are not listening, and the heavens are not cooling their anger. We are the only ones who have made it to dry land and have escaped the salty blue monster.
We were close enough to land to save ourselves in the launch when the ship sank.
Who would want to drown in salt water when one could swim in wine in the pub?
I am cursed. They call me the terror of the world, the scourge of Assyria, and I have sent 30,000 men to sea from the ports of Lesbos in such a huge fleet that it covered the water. And now I find myself on an unknown beach and my fleet lost! Of that hymn are not true. How is it possible for the stars that rule my fate to persecute me when they promise to bring me happiness? There is no such thing as lucky destruction. Salauro, do you recognize this place where bad luck has dumped us? What sort of savage land is this, where even the winds carry such barbarous music?
Yes, I do, King Lisadonte. I have traveled through these parts of the Mediterranean, and I can tell you that you are in great danger.
The way this man tells it, the least we can expect is hanging.
What do you mean? I am not afraid of anything. Danger tests the bravery of leaders like me.
Well, I'm afraid. Although your life may not mean anything to you, it means a lot to the kingdom in which Júpiter has made you king. And we both should do our duty. You to be brave, I to be your noble servant. This is Phoenicia, my lord, where Acrisio reigns. He inherited the smoldering rivalry between Lesbos and Phoenicia. That is why all of Greece has declared war on your forces. You should be aware that your future may hold a cruel enemy, ferocious opponents.
No more, Salauro. Do not name my enemies. For if this is Phoenicia where my luck has cast me, I am more afraid of the risky situation in which the gods have put me in than that of the king and his squadrons.
What do you mean? Are there greater dangers for you in Phoenicia than the ones mentioned?
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to be turned into chopped liver the way this is developing.
I'm confused. Explain.
You have always been my faithful advisor, Salauro. For a long time, you have heard me talk of the beautiful woman, this miniature. Her eyes shine like suns. She is Danae, Acrisio's daughter. I know that she is the source of my misery, and I am such a coward and so unsure, and my feelings are so powerful that they overtake my... Now that sounds like an oracle.
Well, here's the solution, my lord. No one in Phoenicia knows you, so if you hide your rank and name, you will be safe here.
How can I, pretending to be alone and poor, earn a place among suitors, Danae's suitors, the noble princes of Greece.
By finding secret ways of showing yourself without revealing who you are.
And meanwhile, eat, sleep, flirt, visit, and be a pest. But remember, thou art a blue blood.
What you say, oh goodness, sounds good. I will take your advice. I will live here, adoring cold-hearted Danae, happy when I see her, because she is.
My dear Danae, this is the hunting lodge where you can try to overcome your sadness.
Especially since your enemy, Lysidante's fleet, has just been destroyed in sight of the beach, according to what a soldier cast ashore by the fierce undertow has reported.
That alone should make me overcome my constant anguish.
Did you hear that?
I heard it, and it makes me sorry, but I still hope to get close.
Since our mistress has chosen this remote place today and is going to finish the hunt, we should give her a jolly shout of thanks!
Idiot beast, animal jackass!
Shut up.
To that command I reply that shutting up and being a jackass is an oxymoron.
Your Majesty, if a poor foreigner that the hurricane has cast at your feet, hoping to find sanctuary, may approach.
Arise! Who are you?
I was the captain that sank and went down with Lysidante.
Arise! This troubles me greatly, for as you know, I would have preferred Lysidante conquered rather than dead. Kings, even to their enemies, must show courtesy.
A worthy sentiment.
It doesn't seem like that to me. When you really detest somebody, you don't praise him. I never show mercy, and to show that I celebrate Lysidante's destruction, let us spread out through the forest, and let the music fill it to its outer limits. Let the hunt begin.
Her heart is full of cruelty and unkindness. May love avenge me in such a difficult situation.
Her portrait is a poor copy. She is the perfect woman in picture and in person. I adore your beauty and admire your disdain.
I feel sorry for the foreigner. I will speak to the king on his behalf.
Let the musicians quickly spread out through the forest.
You shepherds from the sheepfold, it's a new day. Get to the cliffs.
Let whoever finds the quarry chase it into the valley.
It's useless for it to try to escape. My lance is guiding us.
Watch out, in case it's hid in the underbrush in the forest. To the forest!
Somebody has seen it heading down to the beach, to the port.
este apacible bosque de Fenicio, huya mi paso errante al sitio de Esmeralda, el de Diamante, quien joven luciente, absoluto monarca omnipotente del alto firmamento, competir puede honor y lucimiento. Oh sacrílego culto repetido, ¿quién se atreve a la fama de Cupido, sabiendo que no hay Dios que su trofeo no sea más que mido, más que veo? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas, rapazuelo vendado? Sigo armado de los quijos que al fin. Pero vos, ¿dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? Bien que puedas estar agraviado, o que honores de acento usurpado, o que no le merece jamás. ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde vas? Y suerte que a ti solo la luz de salva ofende. Sí, que otro ser divinizar pretende cuando yo mando en uno y otro polo, pues Neptuno y Apolo, Martín, Plutón, mis flechas han temido. Habrán amado porque habrán querido, yo temerte no espero, pues yo no adoro, porque yo no quiero. Ay, como presto creo que en sí tu devaneo tu propia ruina trae. Ay, Júpiter, ay. Ay, como presto creo que en sí tu devaneo tu propia ruina trae. Ay, Júpiter, ay. Que en sí tu devaneo tu propia ruina trae. Ay, Júpiter, ay, Júpiter, ay. Ay, como te deseo que os tronco duro veo, que la brega y mi sacro poder, mi augusta deidad. Mi sacro poder, mi augusta deidad.
Fuerzas que me han de verte jactar. Si habiendo un presto de amor morirás, sabiendo con presto de amor morirás.
¿Sabes quién soy, Zarzuela rapaz?
Mientras más fueres, tú rendirás más.
Con una flecha del duro carcaj, al arco que quiero su hierro esperar. Al arco que quiero su hierro esperar.
Pero que emprendes tu ruina fatal y asombra a los hombres tu temeridad. Y asombra a los hombres tu temeridad.
Anda infeliz que exageras el mal.
Tú no me incitas, pues tú lo verás.
El cielo,
La tierra,
el aire,
el mar,
testigos han de ser de la batalla, en cuyo duelo, en cuyo duelo, en cuyo duelo, alarma, alarma de tocar, alarma, 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 alarma de tocar, alarma, 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 alarma de tocar. Fineza y escarmiento,
fineza y escarmiento,
cariño, cariño y libertad.
a batalla,
¡A batalla! ¡A batallar! ¡A batallar! ¡A batallar! ¡A batallar! ¡A batallar! ¡A batallar!
y pues consentir no debo otra severidad cuando tan libre blasonas de mis flechas burlarás. Esta, cuya punta de oro, tocada benigno imán del mi hechizo, es solo indicio del poder de las demás. Esta la tirante cuerda mi embuso haciendo juntar las puntas del arco, el viento tan veloz penetrará que aspira al aro se deje sentir sin verse volar. Y cuando gimos al duro tirano golpe fatal, no debes ir a seguir, pues lo que pides te dan.
Oye, escucha, aguarda, espera, fementido, desleal, traidor. Mas, ay de mí, que áspid cruel y tenaz es este que muerde el pecho, cuyo tóxigo se va poco a poco apoderando del sentido racional, sin uso la voz, el pecho sin aliento, a tanto acertaré, ¿cómo acertaré a matar, a matar? Yo no puedo a tal pesar resistir. Pues el sentir aún la voz viene a faltar, aún la voz falta. ¿Qué es esto aquí en el aire? Tan tristes quejas vierte. Ay, Juno, esposa amada, ¿quién vive de lo propio de que muere? ¿Quién sabe, dueño mío, te hirió tan mortalmente? Un cruel, un tirano. ¿Y quién ser inmortal no me defiende? Y ahora bueno vengo donde al ver que fallece mi espíritu en tus brazos, le des la vida con mirar mi muerte. Es un esposo mío antes que este accidente te rinda de los cielos. Remedio te traeré eficaz y breve, el néctar que en la copa te brinda Ganimedes vencerá la ponzoña del hóspede invisible que te muerde. Pues que aguarda tu acento los páramos penetre, diáfanos del viento. Si y en tanto que aliviarte vuelve, Firo inspire. Que descanse
heard such sweet voices. The fleeing deer was following my footsteps, growing weak and exhausted when the pleasant sound made me pause. What's this? It looks like a young man wounded by an arrow, half dead, filling the air with groans. What's that to me? Since when does deny feel compassion? I'll turn away and leave him alone.
No posible adorado, no posible adorado, mal no me dejes, que es más daño el auxilio de que te ausentes. Pide más pide un dolor a quien sana lo que padece, lo que padece.
Heaven help me. That voice is speaking to me. How quickly does its sweet sound make me feel something without understanding why? Should I go back? Everybody knows you can lose your heart when you feel sorry for something. Oh, what a handsome young man. There is a sort of splendor in his presence. What am I afraid of? Why do I feel guilty about helping him?
No te acerques, alivio, no te acerques, alivio, no te acerques. Más segura es la herida, pues menos duele. Vete, pues vete, que no es bien que me halague lo que me ofende.
Why should I turn away now, when previously I want to get closer? What if this conceited man has seen me? I must satisfy my curiosity. Neither the gods nor we women will satisfy men's low opinion of women. Young man, have you seen a deer?
Juno, how have you descended so quickly?
Around these woods.
From heaven.
Tell me where when you can.
You should know that seeing you, I never.
Kindly tell me your name and where you're from.
Tell me, to whom do you belong?
After you tell me.
If that is all that is missing, listen to this. Hermosísima ninfa, de cuya luz aprenden otra vida las selvas, que las rejuvenece. Soy el Dios que, rigiendo este eterno zafir transparente, desde el punto que vio tu belleza, de encima andar puede. Ave sol y cuyos rayos se queman en la nieve de tu semblante hermoso, en quien perfectamente maridajes de púrpura y nácar vertiendo claveles al incendio que arrojan tus ojos o tiemblan o vencen. Y pues a tus plantas por víctima ofrece. El Dios de los dioses, su vida y su muerte. El Dios de los dioses, su vida y su muerte. Y su muerte. Sepa de ti. Si tus ojos merecen, no más apacibles, si menos crueles. Si menos crueles. Menos crueles.
Jupiter, the nectar in my hand will be able... But heaven help me. It seems that he's better accompanied than when I left him, and that he has forgotten his pain. I need to listen to him. I will hide in the thicket.
Sir, I find your flattering language, which is new to me, so objectionable that my refusal to speak tells you more than my speech.
Oh, my dear, now that you know that only you can heal this unbearable wound, your refusing to do so is pitiless cruelty.
And it is pointless for me to search for a cure if you already have one.
Juno, my dear.
Don't try to explain. You lie, you cheater. I have seen how you have humiliated me. You faithless, ungrateful, deceitful man. You can't deny it. The wound accident was a pretense. So let the nectar that I stole from the celestial capital fly into the air, heated in the bonfire of my jealousy, because I'm living to avenge myself now that I know the truth. Wait, divine June. Wait, Juno, wait.
Oh, my dear, do not blame me for leaving you, for I must keep my domineering wife from avenging her fury on both of us.
Heavens, I'm shocked. He called her his wife, didn't he? I have this horrible pain. I am just beginning to feel what love is, and jealousy attacks. You unjust, cruel, selfish man, trying to make me love you with pretense and deceit. Attendance!
What's the matter? Who has upset your ladyship?
Oh dear, let me correct the impression this foreigner got when he overheard me. Who else but you would upset me?
Me? God, worse luck, pretense and deceit. The harsh way that she expresses her annoyance means that she knows who I am.
Yes, you deceitful guest. You treacherous prisoner. Heavens, how can I explain what he heard? You came to these shores. I don't know where I'm going with this. Intending to...
To die, my lady. Do not take the trouble to accuse me, because rather than blaming me, your accusations instruct and flatter me when you understand that the real offense
I'm not going to
is
listen to
one
you.
that has
I'm not going to talk about this.
Excuse.
That's enough. I have lost my hunting spear in the forest. Go find it and bring it back.
Of course, my lady. This is an opportunity for me to explain my feelings. Here it is.
What is that?
I believe that this is your weapon. Look closely, because from its eyes, Cupid shoots two burning steel-tipped points of light, and they are the ones with which he makes such incurable wounds that those who see those eyes die of love. It is the hunting weapon that you have lost, so that I may find my life.
You lying foreigner. You're using my portrait to show me what your voice lies about. I'm going to punish you before you can tell me your truth. You offend me by making me have doubts. Guards! Huntsmen, join me!
I am the first to answer your summons because I'm drawn to your scorn for me like a magnet.
What a cruel woman. What is she going to do?
Take this man who has dared to mingle with my people. Give him assistance and expel him from this forest.
You have heard it, foreigner.
This is going better than I thought. You take the assistance if you need it, Polydectes, because you do not have what it takes to do me a favor.
What impudence! To the forest, to the plain, to the grove, to the spring. Find out what this new uproar is about. Ay, Señor de mi vida.
Ay, amo de mi calle tre.
Escuchad a esta insensata.
Oíd este mequetrefe.
Que asombrada.
Que turbado.
Oiga
la sierpe, oiga.
Yo primero
Es forzoso que lo cuente. Y entre tanto pues yo llegué antes. Regañe demonios y el diablo te lleve. Regañe demonios y el diablo te lleve.
Calm down. Each of you tell me what you figured out.
Yo estaba en la selva cuando de repente vi una nube negra que del aire viene y así ya le manos de la diosa jueves.
Al ver que la nube relampura y llueve y entre los pastores siringas se mete, que son las reliquias que ella busca siempre. Calla tu inocente, si no es cuantos puedes, y pues ya te conozco las maolas. Regañe demonio y el diablo te lleve. Regañe demonio y el diablo te lleve.
Finish it. What happened? I am waiting to hear from each of you.
Digo la diosa que decirnos quiere muchas de estas cosas y otras diferentes. Que Chucky berrante y de donde viene.
No lo dijo Ancina, antes fue de suerte, que viendo que baja, que torna, que vuelve, si entendí palabra que vivo me tuesten.
Miren qué razones
Las tuyas parecen
sobre ustedes
con usted me entierren. Y pues ya te he dejado corrido, Regagni demoni, il diavolo te geve. Regagni demoni, il diavolo te geve.
Shut up, you bumpkins! Damn your crude behavior!
Pay attention, my subjects, to what she says. For the sacred goddess whom the luminous clouds bear upon its shoulder is speaking to you.
The black wings that carry her are leading us into this forest.
This promises great mysteries.
Felicia mia tienda, singhia io rebelde corazón, que al decreto del cielo resista las leyes. Solo estos conviene, no sintáis, porque todos se salven, ver que uno padece, ¿Quién quisiere este tesoro merecer? A las nubes había Quien quisiere si tesoro delle fe. Alias nubes alia te. Desatar, en nubes
What am I hearing?
What is this?
You are all speechless.
Deny the gods!
The gods must be obeyed, and what is unavoidable turned into a virtue. Father, start constructing my tomb, and I myself will carry the stone. Subjects, farewell. All of you remain here. An impossible obstacle takes away my freedom. Let no one sympathize with the life of a monster like mine, who is a trial to mankind, and the object of the hatred of the gods.
Daughter, do not leave me! I am drowning in my tears!
I will kill myself before I consent to this.
We must obey the gods!
Long live deny!
Guards! Long live the princess! We will not hand her over to death!
Long live deny!
Listen, Laura. You're so distracted you look like a statue.
Who are you?
I am the one who is telling you that in the short time this uproar has allowed, someone who feels sorry for you has managed a little help, but it must be quick.
The problem, my lady, is that it comes at a time when it will do me no good.
Well, is it no good for the king to admit you to his guard with the same duties as you had in your homeland?
It is a heroic favor, but for a person who is waiting to die, everything is too much.
What you say is true, and it is too much for me to tolerate such rude behavior. If I stop feeling sorry for you, I will get over my disappointment.
She's leaving resentful.
I'll bet you can't fool them both. I am consumed by hardship and worry, so how can I be ready for anything but death? Let us follow the choir, because even if cruel destiny adds one astonishing event after another, or one impossible obstacle after another, love overcomes them all, no matter what the chorus is saying.
Quien quisiere si tesoro delle fe. Alias nubes alia te. Desatar en nubes del sol. Cansada imaginación, si aquella tropa que al bosque huella el rizado verdor y hacia aquella adusta torre se encamina, que ha de ser hoy quien de tanta novedad pueda informarme mejor. Oculto la esperé al paso y disfrazando la voz al modo humano sabré por qué causa repitió.
This is the tower, my poor Donai, which the wrathful gods have chosen to imprison you. I would I had a heart of stone to endure such pain. There you will be cut off from everyone. I will stay close by, even if it means defying the gods to learn what I may. To distract you, we shall provide as many entertainments as possible. Singing, dancing, gaming, we shall turn this valley into another Arcadia of love.
She's a woman, isn't she? Well, she'd prefer an evening or two on the town with female friends, a meal and a hired carriage rather than all this commotion.
Blabbermouth. Keep quiet.
Oh, so this is a party, not the other ones.
Nothing can amaze a person who lacks freedom. How is it possible for the ever-adored darling of the realm, who has lived in good fortune, to live resigned, to suffer the pain of losing parents and fatherland, freedom and reputation? I want to go to prison with you, and at least we can share in your suffering together, and at least you won't be alone.
1,000 thanks, my dear niece, for such affections, and I will reward you.
Seeing you suffer makes me sadder, but I accept your offer.
Drat. That's the last thing I would do. I would die of anxiety if I were locked up for 15 minutes.
The first thing I'm going to do is defy the gods. For me, Danai, you are my religion and my god. I will figure out how to overcome impossible obstacles.
That's it. If he gets busy as a gold digger and manages to dig up a lot, he'll get anything he wants, because even the gods can be softened up with money.
I am but a poor foreigner with no power or status, but I owe you so much that I will do what I can. Silaura has already left to bring my fleet, and once my troops come ashore, Danai will see how much I love her. Meanwhile, it is best to keep quiet.
Juno's priest is near the entrance to the tower to make the sacrifice.
Let us go, my lord. Let me die once and for all.
Why are those tears so voluble?
Syringa, I'm afraid instead of making water, I'm about to make something worse.
I hardly managed to hear anything. Friend,
Who's calling?
I would like to know where you are taking this woman with all that lamenting.
If you are an outsider, I am not prepared to answer you, and it wouldn't be right. Listen to this sad music.
Impossible.
already knew that.
Hey there, shepherd. Hey there, country girl. Tell me, what's so horrible about this matter that is upsetting everyone in the valley?
Oh, well, if you want to do something really nice.
If you'll do a good deed,
What can I do?
figure out a way for her to hear the music.
So she is going to prison.
You, my friend, explain this to me. Where is that group going? I don't think he heard me. Hey there! Phoenician!
My master is in love with Danae, and we're following her. At the whim of the gods, she is going to become a full-fledged nun without a vocation. My master is crazy in love, and I'm desperate, so go find some other chatty devil who can tolerate you.
O Tiano Cupido, o villano, o cruel, o fementido, con amor no bastaba mis recelos combatir tu poder, si no es con celos. Otro adora lo que adoro. Otro lo ama, yo lo ignoro. Otro adora lo que adoro. Caiga el cielo caiga el cielo sobre mí. Para cuando los rayos que Vulcano previno he de flechar, si no me los fulmino contra mi propia vida.
Tempranas lentes, Júpiter la irrina, pues a un dolor fatal más tirano.
Vive el cielo villano que en pedazos deshecho. Más, ¿qué digo? Amor, yo soy tu Dios, yo soy tu amigo.
¿Por qué despreciaste? ¿Por qué abandonaste? Al que hoy es forzoso que beses a pie. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. Di por qué. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. ¿Por qué despreciaste? ¿Por qué abandonaste? Al que hoy es forzoso que beses a pie. Al que hoy es forzoso que beses a pie. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. Di por qué. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. Y ahora postrado te quieres rendir a una rapaz al pecado. Sin voto, sin fuerza, sin gloria y sin fe. Sin voto, sin fuerza, sin gloria y sin fe. Sin gloria, sin gloria y sin fe. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. Di por qué. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. ¿Por qué? Di por qué. Di por qué. ¿Por qué? Di por qué.
Dime, amor, ¿qué puedo hacer para que el pesar tirano a quien hoy resisto en vano pueda mi dolor vencer? Dime, amor, ¿qué puedo hacer que no siendo en tu porfía bajar mi soberanía todo lo concederé? Dime, amor, ¿qué puedo hacer? Dime, amor, dime, amor, dime, amor. Dime, amor, ¿qué puedo hacer?
Yo tu mal aliviaré. Como mi dinara tan por ti menospreciada, por ti satisfecha esté.
mal pronuncia tu ciega alevosía. Primero que a esta indigna cobardía se venza mi tormento, apagaré la luz del firmamento, abrazaré la tierra, haré a las ondas y al abismo guerra. Borraré de los cielos la hermosura
y Dani morirá en prisión oscura.
Ay, Lili, tienes razón. ¿De qué sirve a mi despecho que esos prodigios consiga? Si muere Danae y yo muero, amor, ¿qué pretende? Piedad, ya la tengo, mas tú mismo quieres negarte el alivio. Quisiera que fuese más blando el remedio. Yo sí, pues mi honor es tanto, quemados mis sentimientos, de te cruel joven. A ver a Danae miento. Detén, y decías el paso. Aquí cerco. Que ya no gima, pues yo soy quien lloro.
Vuelve acaba que yo te entiendo.
Pues tú pido a tus plantas, tan solo te encarezco tu poder y tu gloria. Si no es mi rendimiento, por estos bosques vengo, mas no es aquel amor. Cautelosos desvelos, ¿qué indignación es esta? Estoy en tu bebiendo, otra vida postrada. No mire, yo no creo. Confieso que idolatro a Danae, mas no puedo decir más que pues lloro. Bastante te confieso. A cruel tirano, perdone son mis celos, en Júpiter que afano. Tu te lo compadezco. Mañana no del alma, al furor soñoliento, esparcida en los campos, sustento los reflejos. Cuando habiendo exprimido al oír con mi fuego la dorada sustancia de su precioso cuerpo, conducirá en las nubes sus tesoros, en ellos mi bulto transformado. Voy a mirar el pienso el injusto imposible que los hados pusieron a la libertad suya. Yo con amor los vento, que de imposible amor, solo amor los vence, siendo el imposible mayor. Que él siempre no esté, que él siempre no esté venciendo. Que él siempre no esté, que él siempre no esté venciendo. Rompí el ceño tirano de mi destino. Me ha dejado ufano, traidor esposo, amante fementido, la torpe indignidad que has cometido. No mi coraje siente sus celosos desvelos, siente a más de sus celos ver a un Dios inmortal y omnipotente dejar hollar su frente de otra deidad que aún de creer lo oyó. No sientas mi dolor, pudiendo el tuyo, pues traidor de esta acción que mal me alcanza mi rencor, mi desprecio y mi venganza. Esposo fementido, oh esposo fementido, oh Júpiter traidor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor. Oh esposo fementido, oh Júpiter traidor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor, aquí de mi rencor. Yo impediré celosa, colérica, rabiosa, cuanto entre tú y Cupido forjáis contra mi honor. Cuanto entre tú y Cupido forjáis contra mi honor. Forjáis contra mi honor. Esposo fementido, oh esposo fementido, oh Júpiter traidor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor. Oh esposo fementido, oh Júpiter traidor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor, aquí de mi coraje, aquí de mi rencor, aquí de mi rencor.
It seems as if nothing unexpected or repellent in this prison has affected your humor.
Things that you are forced to do are tolerable only if you think of them as voluntary. I wept until I entered, but once inside I thought, what's to be gained by resenting the effect if you can't correct the cause?
You should get mad, like me. I came to the tower confident in the fact that they would pay no attention to me, because I'm insignificant, and the first thing they do is lock me up in this damned cage, like a pet canary.
Oh, Philida, being in this miserable prison is not the only thing that makes me sad.
We're alone now. You can tell me.
What would you say if I told you that I was in love?
These two are trying to impress each other and are blabbering nonstop while I sit here like a dumb animal.
If only I hadn't been so stupid. I used to think, dear cousin, that love was just a clever ruse that gradually made you willing to give up your freedom.
It can be pleasing, and that pleasing sensation is called love.
I don't know if you know the man that I'm attracted to.
The stranger who's giving plenty of signs that he's more than he seems to be.
Is he the one they say is going through the forest in disguise?
The very same.
It must be the same man I adore.
He expressed his love to me, and I gave him some signs of encouragement.
Oh, so quickly?
Didn't you just say that falling in love for the first time is not wrong?
You're making a grave mistake, dear cousin, if you persist in continuing in this.
I don't understand you. Let's drop the subject. Seringa, my lady, sing something.
I'm miserable. I'm burning with jealousy.
Here's a funny little tune, since I have to sing without wanting to.
Something more serious, because I'm not in the mood for funny stuff.
You always have to do something silly.
Bad timing. You humiliate me when you're in a foul humor, when you should be grateful to me.
Discretion is the ability to choose the appropriate time.
Holy cow, as far as I'm concerned, it's no big deal.
Chiara, che infino idolatra. Che sente, due stelle, che
Seringa, because somebody's singing near the tower.
It must be the king, beginning to distract you from your misery.
Hush.
Must be coming from the direction of the forest. I want to see if it's calling me to be happy, stealing a bit of sleep from my sorrow when my heart is resting.
Let us go, cousin.
I've got weapons aplenty.
I'm one of the men chosen to change the guard on the captain's orders.
This is the gate, comrade. These three will stay with you, making the squad that guards it. See to it that you send word at the first suspicious noise.
I'm on it. Look how far love has dragged me. My concern has made me pretend to be one of them, just as I receive word that my fleet will be landing people on the beach. With them, I will be the first to force this gate open. My people have directions and are on their way here. I will then manage to kidnap Danae and carry her off. We will then see if trickery will prevail where force does not.
Oh, the soldier's life is great, gentlemen.
It's not bad, if only the pay were better.
I'm sticking to the good soldier bit, where one's likelier to die from flatulency than from a knife.
Whatever the gods want.
Oh, the gods have nothing to do with it. 'Tis better to speak out of both ends of your mouth and keep your belly full.
He's right. In any case, a pub's better than a battle.
Who would have thought that I'd be subjected to indignity for the first time?
These are the guards. Tread carefully.
That will not be necessary, for with these herbs, they will fall asleep.
Let us mix music with the opium. You will see how effective it is. Mortifera ficuta, mortifera ficuta.
what's happening to me? What's coming?
Holy gods, what's calling?
What unseen asp?
What viper accidentally stepped on? Is that what's causing the burning in my breast?
Is this what's making my voice hoarse?
It's addling my mind.
It's stabbing my heart.
Del tóxico que viertes, del tóxico que viertes. Esparci por arte, por el aura, tu ponzoña exprimida.
Where does this new shock come from?
It's burning. This treacherous torment.
This strange pain. Will I be able, when torture?
I might secure the... what fear!
That I might get relief. What pain.
Will I be able to find? What raging hurt.
Ya sin haber podido articular acento, los guardias al letargo se han rendido. Ya vendido a la puerta de mi aliento, espíritu victoria. Por ti logró Cupido tanta gloria. Entra, que yo seré tu centinela. Eso será traidor si mi cautela no se venga en tu muerte. ¿A dónde, Juno, vas? A deshacerte la vil industria contra mi fraguada. Sabes que es el amor el que la entrada desde Alcázar defiende. Y Juno quien postrar tu ardor pretende. Pues arma, pues guerra. Y tiemble la tierra del celo cruel que los y vos arma, pues guerra, pues arma. Y tiemble la tierra, pues arma, pues guerra cruel que los y vos arma, pues guerra, pues arma, pues guerra.
Júpiter! How did you get into this prison?
Por donde amor me franquea, que no hay imposible a que su poder gana y no venza, aunque contra él digan hombres, brutos, plantas, flores y fieras.
War! War! To arms! Arms! What is this new outrage, my subjects?
Fellow soldiers! Armed men are occupying the coast! To the beach!
To the harbor! To the mountainside! To the heights!
Perdóname bien, mi arrojo, y no a perder te detengas lo que ha ganado mi amor.
Since you are taking me away by force, I have no choice. No way to protect my virtue and no defense against surprise.
Ven donde el cielo te adore, o voluntaria o por fuerza, consiga mi amor que vayas, y como quisieres vengas.
Help, subjects! Father, my lord!
To arms! To arms! War! War!
War! To arms! Is that what they're saying amidst the racket of drums and trumpets? My head is spinning and I don't know what's causing it.
Long live Lysidante!
Those must be my soldiers.
No, soldiers! While some are fighting, the rest of you assault the tower. Lysidante must be around here. Great Lord! Let us kneel at your feet.
You have come just in time, Salardo. Let our cries be freedom and long live Danae! And let us launch a surprise attack and besiege the tower.
Freedom and long live Danae!
Who is saying death to Danae? Long live Danae, but not you, scum, so that some other man may have her. She is mine.
Well, that'll be wasted effort.
What is this chaos on the beaches?
Great Lord, calm down and hear me out. I am Lysidante, king of Lesbos. I was shipwrecked on the Phoenician coast, and you granted me, in disguise, asylum. Because I am in love with Danae, I summoned my fleet, determined to set her free, so that she may choose a husband worthy of her. You may try to stop me if you wish, but I will do it. And I beg you to consider whether it is better to do it with your consent or by violence.
The gods!
Hold, my lord. The gods are not the answer.
Lysidante is behaving so gallantly that I will be the first man to join in his forces for such a noble objective.
Give us the princess, my lord.
Freedom and
Long live Danae! You see, it is impossible to defy the fates, but as far as I'm concerned, the gates are open.
Butter wouldn't melt in the good king's mouth.
Long live Danae!
Where are you people going?
To let Danae see the light of the sun once again.
You're wasting your time. She's not in the tower, either alive or dead.
Where has she gone?
Where is she?
Who could steal such a treasure?
Phoenicians, this was the decree of the gods. Until a cloud rained gold, she was not to be allowed to be seen by mankind. Who amongst us can still doubt that the fates are maintaining their impossible obstacles and will keep her concealed until their decree has been fulfilled?
I just saw her in one piece in the tower. Who the devil could have hauled her off away so fast?
Fellow soldiers, let us search for her through the farthest limits of these woods.
I find such diligence pointless.
Phoenicians! To the forest! To the valley!
To the woods!
To the cliffs! To the forest!
What new music is charming us and encouraging us?
Que adora su vida por eso. Y pues los imposibles de ser no dejan. Como el poder aspire y el amor quiera. Lluevan, lluevan tesoros, las nubes lluevan, lluevan tesoros, las nubes lluevan. En fin para los triunfos son las riquezas. En fin para los triunfos, en fin para los triunfos son las riquezas. Moradores de Fenicia, moradores de Fenicia, ya te dan a la belleza, a costa del vago tesoro que esparce, logró el ser deidad y los orbes vinieron. Y no es mucho que sea deidad que con oro sus aras inciensa. Y no es mucho que sea deidad que con oro sus aras inciensa. Yo de joven he regado, yo de joven he regado maltrato al influjo troica, pues con alas de trufrendeza me elevan, pero con triunfo feliz Dios abrió.
you see, it is impossible to defy the stars which overcome impossible obstacles.
That alone is consolation enough. I beg you that in recompense you give me Philida.
She will have to respond to that.
My hand and my life are yours.
Although I am losing Danae as a wife, I shall adore her as a deity.
Syringa, give me your hand.
Get out, you oaf! I was already furious.
Why?
Because you had not yet proposed.
Let a martial, warlike salute celebrate so much happiness.
And seeing bad fortune turned into good fortune, and pouring forth its benign influences, and saying,
En notte in pace il selva il rischio snapnaden de amor. Las victorias extensas, las victorias extensas. Y siento los vientos, las ondas, las llamas, lloras, ríos y tormentas, lloras, lloras, timbales, timbales, liras y trompetas, timbales, liras y trompetas. Obligen unidos en ambas esferas. El imposible mayor de valor.